Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out a concept knife here. This one's a September release, and we're going to get into it here with the Dreadnaught. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Just did an unboxing on this one. Also, another knife release here in September from Kansept. Absolutely my cup of tea. Savage warning. Good ergos, amazing action. Very drop shotty here. Frame lock. Multiple deployment options. So absolutely check it out. This knife and every other knife you see in this video will be linked down below. Check out the upload on this one. I'll put a card at the end of this video so you can check it out if you want to. But yeah, let's get in here and see what this one is all about, shall we? Right, we're looking at the drum roll, please. The Kitpu. Kitpu. All right, let me say that right. Kitpu. It's a very interesting name. It is under 3 inches, 2.9 inches on the blade. It's a Joe Nathan Styles design here, and Miro DLC, CPM 20 CV, steel, black wash titanium, and a short carbon fiber, I'm assuming inlay in there. So that's it's looking like a good recipe. Love Jonathan Styles designs here ever since the my favorite's got to be the Militaw, of course. But let's get in here and see what this one's all about. Got paperwork and a wiping cloth here as usual. Got the little pouch here, fabric pouch with a leather strap here, Kansept logo. And here is the knife, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like they send me the old blacked out model here. I know this one has a number of different variants, but let's take a look. Ooh, man, okay. First impression, we got to zoom in here because I want to say, right, definitely, talk about a narrow knife, right? Oh, the blade almost tucks into the handle completely. Very nice little knife on the DL, if you know what I mean. You know, almost the width of, I don't know, a USB drive or something. So very narrow profile. Of course, we got titanium here. There's that shredder carbon fiber inlay. And like, this is very iconic here from, like if you just look at this portion of the knife right there, I mean, that has Jonathan Styles all over it. That's kind of what we see, something similar on the Militaw. So it's kind of his whole DNA for how he does inlays and how they're positioned and such. So it looks like we have a back flipper on this one. No jimping, which is interesting. Joe Nathan, why don't we have jimping here? I don't know. But no jimping. It is a bolster lock. And yeah, very nice narrow knife, or a little bit of an opening. Not opening, but a hole, that's what I'm trying to say, right? Kind of like a very interesting window there. If you would, we can see the knife blade from the other side. Let's get this thing deployed here, shall we? We'll find out if we need jimping or not, if that's a miss or if it's not needed, or maybe it was intentional, but well, that's that. Bam. There we go. I missed it that first time. We got to do it again. There we go. It's a very minimal, you know, flipper tap, so I feel like some jimping would have helped. But we can light switch it. Yes, we can. We can push button it. I want to say you kind of, if you push button it, your finger also slows down the blade as it hits right there. So light switching it would probably be the best way to go. And then we got this very slim, almost needle-like, but not quite, drop point blade, which, you know, Jonathan absolutely knows how to nail a good drop point blade. And this one has the, what do we say, DLC, diamond light coating on here. That's nice. That's a very reflective DLC. Love to see that. It's also going to help reduce scratches and protect the blade quite a bit. 20 CV, of course. That's a very premium steel. Love to see it. Hey guys, really quick, I just posted a video for the 35K subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away 15 different knives, so I'll have a link to that video in the description and pinned comments. Thank you all so much for this amazing growth. 35,000 subscribers is an amazing number. Hopefully we can get to 50K by the end of the year. Check out the video, get entered to win, and best of luck to everybody. And overall, this knife is going to scratch that itch of, you know, like an elegant gentleman's knife. All right, look at the profile here, right? Even has this sort of fuller here, but it's very close to the top. So that's interesting. Is it a fuller? Is it a switch? Right, you all let me know in the comments. But yeah, man, this is very, very elegant in the best way possible. Very classy, if you know what I mean. So definitely has that going for it as well. And let's see here. We got the, yeah, bolster lock. So nice and easy to access the bolster here from the show side. Nice and cut out here on this side. Nice and easy to push down into the left. Can do that all day. And checking the lockup, it looks like we have, of course, a steel insert for steel on steel contact. And we're barely at, what, 10%, if anything, right, on the lockup there. There's your D10 ball, and that's looking pretty good. Nice and easy, comfortable to use. The blade is going to be a little bit of a shake shutter, right, as you can see. All right. All right, probably gonna break in pretty good. Now the other thing I'm noticing about the flipper too is it kind of has this peaky side. It's a little bit of a pointy, peaky flipper, and that's the only deployment option. I don't see that I will be able to deploy this knife in any other way. So, oh, look at that. It was actually pretty drop shotty that time. I'm noticing the pocket clip here is actually very deep carry. 3D printed pocket clip here, and it's very easy to reverse, by the way. Love this kind of design. I saw that on the Kansept Thunderhead KC's knife design, and yeah, very easy. One screw, turn it around, right, 180 if you would, and then you got a reversible pocket clip. So, and checking the ergos, I mean, 4-finger grip knife. I have average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest. Obviously, if you have big old bear paws, this is going to be on the medium size of things. So not so small to be a small knife, not big enough to be a medium. So like a happy in between, small and medium, aka medium. But the ergos feel pretty good. All right, I'm going to say I do feel the pocket clip a tad bit. It's a little bit on the wide side, right, compared to the handle. Right, it's almost like, what, 80% of the handle, just because the handle's not that tall. But, yeah, I'm going to go with a good 9 out of 10 there. That's pretty solid. Good jimping here on the blade as well. This is going to be my finger guard. Unless I forward choke a tad bit, I can also do that as well. So a very nice little, again, elegant little blade right here. Very elegant, almost CEO-like. If you've seen anything about like CEO knives, this would be very similar to a CEO knife, maybe a tad bit taller on the handle, and maybe it's a little bit shorter. Normally CEO knives, I think, are a little bit longer handle and blade, but definitely right on that ballpark. Yeah, if you're looking for an elegant blacked out knife, that definitely checks the boxes here for being elegant, for being classy, right? This one absolutely is going to scratch that itch. No doubt about it, guys. Let's get some quick measurements while we're here. All right, we said that overall length is under 7 inches, so it's going to be smaller than, say, a Civivi Elementum, smaller than a Kershaw Leak. So just over 6.5. So let's say 6.6, right? 6.65 or so. And then that blade is going to be under 3 inches, right? The box says 2.9 with a cutting path of about just as much, 2.9. And the handle is going to be 3.75, right? Thickness on the blade, it's going to be 0.12. That's the average in the channel. And then thickness on the handle is going to be 0.48. That's a little bit slimmer, but not by much. The average in the channel is 0.5 or half an inch. And obviously, you know it's going to do well in this department here, the weight department. All right, again, very narrow. Got titanium, which is a lighter material, carbon fiber inlays. So all in all, again, very small knife, very small blade. I want to say, I'll be surprised if this thing is past 2.5 ounces, probably under 2.5. So here we go. Yeah, definitely right there. 2.2 ounces, 64 grams to be exact. So great weight for EDC, not going to weigh you down a lot. Also want to say elegant enough to be a very nice like church carry or wedding or like an actual formal function. It's probably not going to be your daily warrior that you go outside camping, hunting, bushcrafting with. It's just a very elegant, classy piece that you can use for, you know, special moments, going on a date with your significant other, right? Again, like church, weddings, things like that. So I can definitely see that happening. At least that's going to be the case for me. I'm already picturing, right, the scenarios where I'm going to be carrying this guy. And it definitely has the elegant aesthetics to match. Loving that. But let me give you some size comparisons here, some ballpark next to some other knives in the channel. Here's that Dreadnaught that we looked at to cut the box, right? Plastic here at the beginning of the video. It's going to be a little bit of a larger knife, no doubt. Also released here in September. I have a video on that one here in the channel if you want to check it out. Here's a Thunderhead, again, a KC knife design. And this one has, like I said, right, very similar design, pocket clip that you can turn around. That light just left the chat. It is back online. Let me just switch them around here. Bear with me 1 second. Zoop. All right, there we go. We should be good now. I think they have a faulty USB-C charger on this light, and it makes the light run out of battery like mid-recording session, and so I gotta like switch them around. So it's the beauty of the behind the scenes of being a YouTuber that you guys don't see typically. But yeah, take a look at these. Obviously, again, this one is a little bit of a smaller knife, under 7 inches, like we said earlier. So let's do a few more just for consistency here. Here we got the MSI. Here we got the Microtech Stitch. Those are going to be obviously larger, nice indeed. Keeping it here in America, we got the PM2 and the Para 3. So still smaller than the Para 3, as you can see. Demko AD 20.5. It's a hair longer there, quite a bit. The Kunwu Chad, much longer by comparison. And last but not least, because it is a Jonathan Styles design, right, I just want to throw in here the Kizer Militaw. So it's actually very close to the Kizer Militaw Mini. That's what this is, the mini version. The actual Militaw is a longer knife. But yeah, you can see the design here on the inlays, right? How like this portion right there looks very similar to that portion right there. That's just his kind of design DNA with inlays and stuff like that, which I absolutely love to see. So hopefully that gives you a ballpark where this knife lands. And I have links for all those knives in the description and pinned comments if you guys want to check them out. Again, it does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Of course, highly appreciated, no doubt. But of course, let's go ahead and get scientific with it here. So we said we have 20 CV steel on this one. Let's check the very scientific nail test. Passes that with flying colors. I got some textbook paper and some cardboard. So here we go, 5x zoom for some extra drama. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's going right into the material there, you know. So bam, boom, bada bing, bada boom. All right, that 20 CV, putting in some work. Definitely plenty sharp out of the box here. And then cutting cardboard diagonally for better performance. There we go. Oh yeah. Can definitely do that all day. Bam. All right, just like that, guys, went through that cardboard like nobody's business. The beauty of diamond-like coating here, DLC, is that, you know, if you were to scratch the blade, then you can simply just wipe it off. So look at that. Aside from gunk or whatever, which, you know, you can use some break-free COP to clean off, this DLC is gonna keep this blade, you know, scratch-free enough for protection. It's gonna make it scratch resistant. So love to see that, guys. Rate this thing in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. Of course, 10 being the sharpest. Factory edge out of the box, right? You will let me know. All right, guys, well, there you have it. That is the new Kitpu. All right, I gotta say it right. Kitpu. Kitpu. From Kansept Knives. It is a Jonathan Styles design. Again, definitely growing on me here as I go through the video more and more, because I see what the knife is going for, right? It's an elegant, right, very slim CEO-like classy knife with the modern touches, the modern tech that's available, like DLC on a blade. Obviously premium materials throughout, titanium, shredded carbon fiber, titanium pocket clip. So very well executed here, to say the least. I'll put a video card here for the Dreadnaught as well. If you guys want to check that one out, you can see that video to the left, or YouTube is going to recommend a video to the right. But most importantly, guys, what do you guys think about the Kitpu, right? Do you guys like it? Do you guys love it, right? What do you love about it? What do you like about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know, and let's hang out in the comment section down below. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.